G'day guys, welcome back. My name's Alright Taz. Absolutely bloody freezing here this morning. So I'm gonna do a few jobs that don't involve me groveling around on the concrete for too long. What I wanted to do today was definitely focus on putting the eBay CNC front brake and clutch levers on. I'm pretty keen to cut the rear pillion foot peg stays off, and I might trim up the front guard and see how that goes. I've got some plans, but we might trim the stock one and see how it looks. Guys, these are the eBay CNC shorty levers that I bought for the GS500E. I've used these before on a couple of different bikes, never had any complaints. These are shorty levers so that you operate them with two fingers. They're adjustable, so you can adjust how far out your fingers sit. I've used them before on a number of different bikes. They were 54 bucks. I don't expect any trouble. We'll install them on the GS500E and we'll see how it goes. Just gonna screw that out, the locking ring. Screw this in, which will give us some play, and it'll be mean that we'll be able to get the cable out. Just a 10mm socket. Release this pivot bolt. So there's the nut and the washer, the bolt. Just twist and drop. So the cable goes in there, twist, boop, and it'll pop out. Just make sure that the bushing is present. So you just want to adjust this so that there's about the gap of a 5-cent piece before it starts to take the pressure of the clutch springs. You don't want it to engage immediately as you put pressure on it. So just tighten that locking ring back up. Yeah, so we'll just start it on adjustment 3. Feels about right. That is the clutch lever installed. Let's go over the other side and put the brake lever on. it's usually a little bit more simple. So just a 10mm, undo this nut at the bottom. Of course I drop it, then blade screwdriver. The new brake lever. Tight and a quarter. And that, guys, is the install. Looks great, feels good, quite a degree of adjustability. Yeah, literally a 5-minute job. So in the last episode we ran the exhaust under the bike, so I want to just basically cut these off, open up that section. So we'll start by removing the seat, the side panels, use the angle grinder and the flappy disc to just cut this and clean this up. I think it'll open up the bike a lot better. Because this was a bit cracked, I used some cable ties, so I'll just cut them. A 10mm socket, just to remove this nut. This will remove the rectifier to give me the room to cut up in here. And I'll just cut that. Move that out of the way for the moment. And I'll aim to use the cutting wheel to cut along those welds and drop that off. cut that off. So we've cut the pillion foot peg stay off, cleaned it up. You might be asking why I'm not painting that section to stop it rusting. Ultimately, I'm going to either powder coat or paint the frame down the track. But that's good, that's clean, looks good. We'll just get the bike back together and finish this part. That's the rear subframe with the, what would you call it, the stay for the rear pillion peg cut off and cleaned up. I'll paint the frame or get the frame powder coated later, but I've got the side panels back on, and you see it just opens up that section, makes it look significantly cleaner. That's the goal from here on in, guys, is to slim this bike down into a more sort of modern cafe racer look. Yeah, that went pretty well. Let's get onto the front guard. Let's grab an Allen key. Today was really productive. I'm really happy with the modifications, customizations we did despite the weather being against us. Down the back here we cut out the stays that held the rear pillion pegs. That went pretty well, looks good, opens up that back end. I didn't paint anything or rust treat anything back here because next week's video we're going to start chopping up the rear subframe anyway, so there's a lot of work that will have to be done back here, and I plan on painting or powder coating the frame anyway. Up front we put these CNC levers on. They're the most expensive item today at 54 bucks, absolute bargain. Shorty levers for 2 fingers, adjustable to sort of set where you want to have your bite point. Really good. I've used them on bikes before, never had an issue, and didn't have an issue with today. The surprise was the front guard. I always had the idea of using an aftermarket guard, so basically this was surplus to my requirements, so I thought I'd chop into it, cut it down, basically halve the length of it and remold here to give it a little bit more cafe or modern cafe Street Fighter look. I'm really surprised with how it looks. It's come out great. I actually couldn't be happier with it anymore, and it would start to look a bit funny in my opinion. That's about where it needs to be if you're cutting down the stock fender. This was easy, it was free. We love free modifications, and I can't recommend playing around with your angle grinder and the stock guards enough. It's a really easy way to completely change the look of the bike. Guys, we're really starting to move along with the bike now. It still looks a bit rough because we haven't done any finishing, and next week I really plan on removing this and starting to cut up and reshape the subframe. So we're going to really get into some of the more difficult aspects of the bike. Really looking forward to that. It's going to really change the look of the bike in my opinion. But if you'd like to keep up to date, subscribe and hit the bell notification. If you could like, comment and share, that really helps the channel grow. If you'd like to support the build further, if something I've done has helped you out and saved you some money, if you want to throw a tip my way, just go to buymeacoffee.com/iRideTaz, and it's the revenue that I gain through the very small amount of YouTube AdSense, and particularly buy me a coffee from guys like you that allow me to buy things like these brake levers. So I'm always really thankful for the small amount of money that you guys do throw at the channel. It really helps out, so thank you very much. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/iRideTaz. Because till I see you next time, where we'll probably start doing some subframe modification. My name's iRideTaz. I'm out.
Uh-huh.